Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Good. How are you, Cora?
I'm so happy to meet you.
Oh, thank you.
Now, this is my first question. Clearbank, your company, has funded 8 times as many women than the venture capitalist average. Why do you believe it's been more difficult for women to receive funding?
Um, I don't know why it's been more difficult. I try not to spend a lot of brain cells thinking about that. I just care about finding solutions to the problem. And so, what we've done is we've used a data driven approach to make the decisions on who we invest in. And that has actually made a huge amount of difference. We don't do anything different at the top of the funnel. We don't try and recruit differently. And I've always known that women build just incredible businesses. They can balance so many multiple competing parties, and they've been a really successful part of my angel portfolio as well.
Yeah, amazing. What podcast do you listen to when you want to learn or get inspired?
Oh, that's a good question. One of the so I'll have to talk about my own for a second. I did a podcast called The Revisionaries, where I talk to founders and get them to tell me about all of their failure and all of the things that didn't work. And so that's available on Audible. I love How I Built This is one of the ones that I listen to, and I actually spend a lot of time listening to audiobooks because I find that generally, you books just have a bit longer thought, right? There's a little bit there. People are trying to make them a little bit more timeless. They're a little bit better researched. And so I find that I do it probably, 10, 20 audiobooks per year that I get a lot of different things from.
All right, nice. And for the last question, knowing what you know now, what would you tell your younger self?
I'd probably tell my younger self to not stress so much. I think I flustered and I, really beat myself up over every decision. And the reality is that if you just keep going and you keep executing, there's lots more opportunities, every individual decision. Now, the framework I use, Cora, is that if a decision is reversible, which most decisions are, I try and make it quickly, see what happens, and then change it if it doesn't work. And if a decision is truly irreversible, like there's no way to go back, I try and be incredibly thoughtful in terms of how I make it. But, moving quickly, I think, is a huge advantage as an entrepreneur. And I try and do that without causing myself too many headaches.
I totally agree with you. I am the same person, just like how you are thinking that way. And that's it. Thank you very much, Michelle.
Thank you.
Thank you.